What's poppin', gang?
Live in my crew.
Man, bro, I feel like I ain't been on a live in a little bit. What's up, man? Let me know when you guys pull up. Let me know when you guys get into the chat. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to let you guys get in here, man. What is up? Hopefully you guys are having a good day. It's Thursday. We got a little bit to get into today, man. I gotta say thank you to everybody. I've been seeing a lot of you guys send me your YouTube recaps, your YouTube 2025 recaps, man. And like I said, man, I honestly can't say thank you enough for everybody who's been supporting the channel for as long as y'all have been supporting the channel. As often as y'all support the channel, like seeing somebody send me a video that said that they didn't watch like 200 videos this year was just like mind blowing, bro. And in the top like 1% of people that watch the channel, man, I just thank y'all so much. Noah, what up? Ash, what up? Boogie, what up? Who else is here, man? BL Bestie, what up? Let me know when y'all pull up, man. Regal's here, what up? Regal's in the building, what up?
Live in my crew.
Rocky McGee is in the building. I'm saying what's up to everybody. If this is your first live, let me know if this. We got a little bit of time, bro. We got some time today, bro. I ain't been on a live in a minute. I gotta say what's up to everybody. Josh is here, what up? Terry Ann is here, what up? I think that's everybody who commented so far. Pooh, what up? Shout out Pooh. Who else is here? I watched my first live. Shout out to 27 Boogie, man. I appreciate you. Deontay in the building, what up?
Live in my crew.
Big dog business. Keeney in the building, what up? Is it Clinash? Hopefully I'm saying it right. Clinash, what up? Noah's here, what up, man? Everybody's pulling up. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I'm due for a retwist, gang. I'm due for a retwist. I'm trying to hold on because I'm trying to just like let it just do its thing. I'm due for a retwist. Chris, what up, my boy? OG crew in the building, pulling up. Yes. Make sure you guys hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hype the video, all of that. If you guys haven't done it already, I appreciate it. Dopey, what up? I'm trying to say what's up to everybody. All right. So there's a couple of different things we're going to get into today, man. We haven't been live for a while, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I just got a message today. My service was out this morning and it just went up again. I got the notification that it went up again at... Good news, your Xfinity service was restored at approximately 12:03 Central. You're back up and running. So as I stated before, I've had countless issues with this Xfinity ever since they kind of did whatever they did over here. I just got back online like an hour ago. So I've been dealing with that, which is why I've just been putting out videos. So I'm trying to explain it to y'all. The service over here is real shoddy now when I'm trying to do lives. And I hate that it goes in and out. So I only go live when I'm like for sure that it's going to be good. So excuse me for that. I would love to be going live more, but hopefully y'all are still tapping into the videos. Richard Sippy, what up? Hopefully y'all are still tapping into the videos, man. Make sure y'all tap into the videos. It really helps out so much. Y'all have been going crazy. I've been seeing everybody hyping the videos and all that, so I really appreciate that. All right, so that's out of the way. So today we got a couple of different topics we're going to get into. I will be chopping these up and putting them out as normal. Man, it's freezing down here today, so this is a nice time to make some hot tea while we're getting into this hot tea. I'm telling you, bro, yesterday I told my wife, I was like, hey, look, kind of feeling a cup of tea today, bro, because it was like 7 degrees this morning. It was cold last night, man, so it's definitely that time of year. I just left the gym not that long ago, too, man. It's cold outside. It's only like 7 degrees here. So we got a couple different topics to get into. I did watch the Diddy documentary. Hold on, my phone keep going off. I'm trying to turn it down. My bad, gang. Look, I ain't been live in a minute, so all right, there we go. I did watch the Diddy documentary. I have a couple of things I want to say about that. If you haven't seen it, if you know anything about Diddy and what's been going on, then you didn't learn anything. Well, I mean, there's a couple of things. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I did watch the Diddy doc, so we want to talk about that. Kendrick Lamar's producers actually did an interview, I believe, with Variety, and there's definitely some information about the possibility of there being some new music either coming soon or at least that it's done, which means it could be coming in any time. Pause. We're going to talk about Kendrick being out there in Australia. That's some other stuff we want to get into. 21 actually spoke on the beef. So if you guys haven't heard that, we're going to get into that. And then I also been seeing and hearing about this whole thing about rap fatigue. I'm a little late to it, but I seen it pop up again. So we definitely want to talk about this whole rap fatigue thing. I got to see if y'all are experiencing any of these feelings that people saying they got with rap, talking about they got rap fatigue. So we're going to get into that too. Shout out to Peapod Fairy. Hey, yo, for the 5.
My crew.
You're my #1 channel for 2025. Thanks for all the... See what I'm talking about, man? See what I'm talking about, man? Thank you so much for that support. I'm pinning that, bro. That's getting a pin, dog. Can I pin this? I can't pin this? Why can't I pin this? Bro, I want to pin this. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Peapod Fairy. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. I was going to try to pin it, but thank you so much for your support. That kind of stuff right there, y'all don't even understand how much that just drives you to just keep pushing forward, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to continue to keep putting out content no matter what, man. I just appreciate everybody who clicks on the video. Thank you so much. W Peapod in the chat. W Peapod Fairy in the chat. All right. Diddy. Now, at the sake of not trying to make this funny, right? At the sake of not trying to make the Diddy situation funny at all, so I want to get that out of the way. The Diddy documentary, in my opinion, I think some of the things that they did well in this documentary was they did not try to humanize Diddy. And when I say that, a lot of times when you see Netflix documentaries, you end up feeling sorry for the nigga who did the worst ever. They end up trying to make you feel sorry for him. Like even what was the name of that, bro? Monster, the Ed Gein story. What up, King Hammer? What up, my boy? Got a hammer in the building. They try to make you feel sorry for these people who have done like horrendous things to people and have caught up in the nastiest situations and done the worst things. They try to make you feel sorry for them and empathetic and, oh my God, he went through this or she went through that. And that's why they're like in it. Like, I get it to a certain extent. Like, I don't ever want to see anybody, I don't want to see anybody subjected to harm, right? Or if they've gone through anything. And I know that there's varying levels of going through things, right? Like but that's what I was gonna say. We've all been through some like everybody in this chat has a story about some, like there's people who just get through it, but everybody has been through something and they don't choose to take the routes and go the routes that people like this dude does, like, or did. Feel me? Like, everybody's been through something. So I think Netflix did a really good job. Ted Bundy, bro. What was it? Shockingly awful and whatever. Like, they sensationalized these dudes, you know, talk about their looks and how they were, you know, it's just like, bro, it's like, they're terrible people. Why are we sensationalizing what they did? Definitely Ted Bundy. Shout out to Deontay for that. So I think they did a really good job of that. The footage, again, to me, I could not understand how some of the things that we were privy to watching this documentary. What up to Judy? What up? Morning. Some of the things that we saw, I just couldn't understand how that would make it out and how it would be shown to us without like their knowledge. I just couldn't understand how we're seeing some of the things that we saw. Like, for instance, this is actually in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything if you haven't seen it already. But the part where he's talking about, I'm shaking hands, I need to dump myself in water, I need to take a bath, I need hand sanitizer. Like, I think in the age of like where we are now, that's kind of crazy to say, but it's not the craziest to say because we done been through a pandemic and niggas is out here sick and you don't know what nobody got. It's like, bro, I don't have time to be sick, washing my hands, whatever. But I think it's the way that you say things and do things that gives people the insight into your character. And I think they did a really good job of showing the type of character and the type of person he is. Some of the things that I really didn't know was I didn't know about that whole basket. Like, if you're from New York, then you probably know this already, right? Like, if you're from New York, you probably know this ain't nothing new to y'all. But to me, it's new. The whole basketball thing where people ended up trampled and unalived at a basketball game that he was a celebrity basketball. What? So that made me then think his entire career has been riddled and filled with devastation and tragedy. Devastation and tragedy, bro. From the beginning, before he was really popping, tragedy with that whole case at the basketball game. More tragedy when it comes to not the sign situation. More tragedy with that. Just the whole Tupac thing. That's something that niggas been saying that for forever. Keefe D been saying that for forever. So again, those are things that it's not like people didn't already know. The Biggie situation, though. Being that I'm not from Chicago, being that I'm not from New York, the Biggie situation did kind of shock me a little bit. But then when I sat back and I thought about it, people always say who benefited the most from them two not being here. You got to say Diddy was probably number one. The benefit from them not being here. And shout out to Beach Boy Dre Beats for the 5. Let's be real. People don't be washing their hands after. Bro, listen. Listen, you not even lying, bro. I've witnessed it and seen it and been like, dog, you not gonna do nothing, bro. You just gonna straight out. And I'm talking about in the stall, not in the stand, in taking a. Anyway. But his entire career, his entire upbringing, everything we know about him is riddled with like negativity. All of it, bro. Every aspect of it. And he's never had a relationship that wasn't tumultuous. Whether it be a significant other type relationship, or a working relationship, or like anything. And then I'm not trying to get into like what I thought was just crazy. These are just my initial thoughts on the documentary. But the people that witnessed him doing all these things and not saying anything about it until now is the crazy part for me too. What y'all just let it ride all the way till now. Like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting too. The relationship with his mother and his father, I didn't really know that his father was unalived and taken away from him at a young age. I know a lot of people experience that too. So, but when they started kind of laying out the parties and the pimps and the celebrities that was around, it was like, okay, now I'm starting to see the narrative that's being kind of shaped. It's like he's getting that from somewhere. Like, it's not just him. He's getting that from his mom. And I'm pretty sure, you know, like, again, even with that, like, we've all been in some pretty crazy situations. Like, we've seen things. We've all seen things, and maybe not to the extent that he's seen things, but I think the money just went to his head, bro. And once he became a mogul, I think he decided to just be the nastiest person he can possibly be. And the other crazy part, excuse me, the other crazy part was that his kids was involved with him. Like, seeing that his kids were just like right next to him when doing some of these things. Even the story that the producer told about the story that the producer, the dude who produced the story that the producer told about his son and them pew-pewing somebody in the bathroom or whatever, like that story, the fact that it's like him and his kids doing it. So then, again, now that trickles down, and then who knows, in 20, 30 years, you're going to be talking about whatever his kid, I don't know his kids' names, but his kids being into some nefarious, crazy shit too, right? A product of his environment. Wonder why J-Lo is who she is. That was another thing too. Like, I always thought that J-Lo might have known a little bit more than she let on. But the one thing I thought about that situation was, I believe, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she was the only celebrity at the time, or the celebrity of her magnitude. When they dated, J-Lo was, probably one of the most famous people in the world at that time. She could have seen the writing on the wall and was like, yo, this ain't, I'm not doing that. You not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just sit here and watch that. Like, we not. So, and that's just me throwing my own sauce on it. She could have also just been like, I don't like you anymore. Shout out to Beast Boy Dre, man. I appreciate you for the 5, man. Thank you so much. His father worked with Bumpy Johnson. So did ASAP Ferg's dad. Really? That's true? Damn. Diddy has been a groomer for years and no one... Judy, you see what I'm saying? Now you see what I'm saying. Like, it's something that's just been a part of who he is ever since he started. Like, even when they was talking about bro inviting him into the room to watch this happen and all that, I'm like, and y'all just like, nobody gonna say nothing? Like, not like nothing? Everybody's like, that's Sean. That's Puff. Nah, bro. Nah, so when the so what that does is, when the allegations start coming out, those are the things that make them more believable when you have a lot of people saying, I see, and then, what was her name? Oh my God. It's not Andra Day. Is it Andrea O'Day or Andra O'Day or whatever? That story was like, bro, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing? Diddy, like, what are we doing, bro? So now she got to live with that and not know what happened with that too. So there's just a lot of it, but the small and short of this documentary is, I think it was done, it was a good job talking about the things that we already knew, shedding a little bit of light on some things that we didn't know, providing a little bit of perspective and backstory to try to give a basis of why he is the way he is without sensationalizing him, without lifting him up, and without trying to humanize and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? I think they did a good job with that. Now, the homie Justin Hunt said something that I thought was pretty interesting too, and he's right, in my opinion. We didn't heard a lot about Diddy, bro. We didn't heard enough. What's up with old boy that don't nobody want to talk about? Okay? Not to try to push him off to the side, but we know about Diddy. I know. Even if I didn't see that documentary, I wouldn't have felt like I didn't know anything. I'm like, yeah, I know all of that. What's up with old boy they don't want to talk about? Let's get some documentaries about him, right? Let's get some documentaries about him too. Yeah, how he get with, yeah. So it was, I don't know what they saw in him, but again, that's not my place. I don't know what they saw in him, but I don't know, that's not my place, right? To speak on it like that. But bro going after Eric Sermon's girl, and then that was another piece that I felt like didn't necessarily get they got brushed over. Is that Kalani in the middle? What up, Kalani? Another piece they got brushed over, in my opinion, I think that they should have dived into, was Kim Porter. Why did we not hear about Kim Porter? Like, if I'm like, from my understanding, that situation was a little bit fuzzy too. Like, the circumstances were fuzzy. They weren't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like kosher. Like, they didn't really dive into the whole Kim Porter thing, right? So I didn't know that. But anyway, if you have not seen the documentary, it beats Stranger Things, bro. The documentary beat out Stranger Things, which is insane, in my opinion. Stranger Things is such a massive show. P. Diddy beat Stranger Things. How the Diddy documentary broke Netflix records. More viewers are apparently interested in the P. Diddy documentary on Netflix than Stranger Things. 50 Cent's documentary on the disgraced rapper Sean Combs' The Reckoning featured at the top of Netflix and US Today via Forbes. The 5th season of Stranger Things was reportedly the biggest English language premiere of all time on Netflix. Excuse me, let me make this a little larger for y'all. Now, not even a week later, the show was dethroned by Diddy's story. It is expected that Eleven and her Hawkins gang will once again find their place on the top 10 once viewers are done with the documentary at number 3 today. So, like I said, the people are interested in this documentary. So if you have not seen it and you want to know more about it, go ahead and tap into it. But other than that, those are my thoughts on the Diddy documentary. All right. Who's here, man? Let me know who's here. Hit that like button. We still needed that document. Okay, let me get to some comments. We still needed that documentary in history. We did not have one as detailed as this one about Diddy. And you know that they're going to change the narrative. We need to report on everyone we need history because clearly these days folks rewrite it. And I agree. I agree about making sure that there is a place to go to find the information. Because people do try to muddy the waters and, like you say, create narratives and all that. So we definitely need that. And we have heard things on separate, different occasions and not necessarily all focused and concise in one space. 4 episodes. I feel like they probably could have done it in 3. Personally, I think they could have done it in 3. I think they kind of really stretched out, They stretched out the Tupac and Biggie episodes. And I think they should have touched on Kim Porter a little bit too. They had to throw away hundreds of hours on the cutting room floor. So they still had to cut out footage. They had to condense it, and they also didn't want to sensationalize it with conspiracy facts, right? That too. What up, JoJo? What up, fam? All right, man. Now they say there could be some more Kendrick Lamar music happening here pretty soon. We got an article from Variety that we're gonna get into where Jack Antonoff, Mustard, and Soundwave talk about producing GNX, and apparently GNX was done a little while ago. Like it wasn't as I guess as recent, but then when it was time to drop, it was time to drop. Like they dropped that immediately. All right, so Kendrick Lamar began working on GNX almost immediately after Mr. Morale. When did Mr. Morale drop? Was that 2020? No, 2021, I think. (2022). Okay, so the release on May 13th, 2022. So 2022 till now, till 2024, so about a 2-year span where they worked on songs. Soundwave says they've worked on 80 to 100 songs for the album in a new interview with Variety. Okay? Let's get into this interview. So Jack Antonoff, Mustard, and Soundwave reflect on the years-long production process for Kendrick Lamar's GNX. We developed our own thing. My bad, gang. I'm losing y'all over here. Got too much open. They had so much more stuff. The girl from Danity Kane and several others said so. We may get more music. I need to hear those songs ASAP, even if it's an untitled album. Listen, the trio has been collectively named Variety Hitmakers Producers of the Year. The musicians speak on how they approach crafting the massive hit records on Lamar's 6th album. So in November of 2024, Kendrick Lamar's sixth album, GNX, arrived as big records often do these days with little warning. That's another thing y'all finna stop doing too. That's another thing y'all finna stop doing too. Not y'all, but y'all. So I did a video about Drake dropping his snippet, but then not necessarily dropping the music, just dropping the snippet and not really, you know what I'm saying, teasing the music on streams and then doing that whole snippet, what was it, like Monday or whatever, and then still not dropping the music. You understand somebody came in my comments talking about, but didn't Kendrick drop a snippet before he dropped GNX? Yeah, nigga, he dropped it immediately after. What you talking about? He dropped the GNX, he dropped the snippet, and then 20 minutes later dropped the whole album? He ain't wait 6 months to drop the album. What y'all talking about? What the? Didn't Kendrick drop the snippet and then drop the album? Yeah, bro. I just be like, bro, I gotta chill. Cause I'm not even emotional about it. It just be the way people say dumb stuff. Like, yeah, it was the body snippet. We were live, listening to the snippet, reacting to the snippet. 20 minutes later, the album dropped. Now, let it had been 6 months to see what y'all would have said then. Then y'all would have been clowning them. Bro, I was live. Thank you, Judy. I was live. That's still one of the greatest moments in my reaction history. And I haven't even been, you guys don't really even understand though. I've only been reacting for about a year, maybe a year and a half. My first reaction was might delete later. Like, think about that. My first reaction was might delete later. My computer froze up. I could not use my software anymore. I ended up using another software and said, F this, bro. I want to react to music. This is what I want to do. And that was it. That was day one. So that's a whole nother story, man. If you want to do something, just do it, bro. But I think that was the catalyst that I needed to just get started doing what I wanted to do in the first place, right? Bro, it was insane. Yeah, that was a wild day. I just rewatched that reaction last week. Let's go.
Good morning.
Oh, no, not good morning. Well, it is a good morning. It is a good morning. It was a good morning. All right. Other than the teaser video, hold on. Wait, so then in November 2024, Kendrick Lamar's sixth album, GNX, arrived as big records often do these days with little warning. Other than the teaser video that dropped less than an hour before the surprise release. Can we highlight that? For the people talking about Diddy, yeah, it was less than an hour. But for those under the rapper's cone of silence for the past 3 years, GNX was the culmination of hard work and collaboration that met the moment head on. Lamar, fresh from arguably the most high-profile beef in hip-hop history, the one with Drake that reached a fever pitch last year, delivered an album that invoked sounds of West Coast rap music while recentering the national spotlight on his native Compton. The reaction was nothing short of rapturous. He has secured 9 Grammy nominations for 2026, including Album of the Year and Song and Record of the Year, and he performed at the Super Bowl last February, taking a victory lap on the biggest stage in the world, right? Lamar, of course, couldn't have done it without his musical hive mind, primarily Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, and Mustard. Okay, so I floated this idea across Curtis King. And we talked about it for a second. We got a couple of ideas that I just be throwing out ideas. It be my fault because I don't really be following up on them. But I got ideas and I just float them out there so at least they out there. Floated the idea out there. Is that Wendy? Wendy, what up? Hey, shout out Wendy. Floated this idea out to Curtis and said, hey, listen, I think we should do a tier list of rappers that what producer, when they get together with this rapper, they go crazy on them? Or what producer does Kendrick Lamar go the hardest when he has a track from him. And not just Kendrick, but any rapper. Like, he gonna go crazy when he get this type of beat. And we talked about Soundwave and we talked about Mustard for a little bit. And I was like, I think that'd be dope for us to create a tier list of when you get these two together, it's magic. Let me know if y'all want that. Lamar, of course, couldn't have done it without his musical hive mind, primarily Soundwave, Jack Antonoff, and Mustard, who are collectively being honored as variety hitmakers, producers of the year. Each has had stellar runs as titans in different corners of music. Soundwave has been Lamar's most consistent production collaborator since 2009 and contributed to records from Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Antonoff only recently came into Lamar's orbit, but has become Pop's go-to collaborator on albums from Sabrina Carpenter and Lana Del Rey. I haven't heard anything from Lana Del Rey in a minute, bro. I don't listen to Sabrina Carpenter at all. Lana Del Rey had a couple of joints that I thought were dope back in the day. Mustard brought the sound of contemporary LA hip hop to records like Lamar's Not Like Us and TV Off after years of architecting the style with artists like YG and Ty Dolla $ign. That's a fact. Together, they helped craft one of the most singular and impactful rap albums in years. Work on GNX began almost immediately after the release of Lamar's 2022 album, Missed Them Around in the Big Steppers. So I wonder when they say that work began, Ms. Hummus, what up? When they say work began on the album, I want to know, like, what was the first completed song? Like, completely done. What was the first completed song? Because if they, which we kind of read ahead. We know they said they have 80 to 100 songs. GNX was like, what, 14 or 15 songs or something like that? Is it production that was like, okay, let me slide you these beats? You know what I'm saying? Is that what they saying? Or did Kendrick have verses ready to go? Or what does that look like? I want to know. With the rapper collaborating closely with Soundwave and Antonoff, a pair who first connected around 2015 for Bleacher's sophomore album, Gone Now, we have such a specific language between us, me and Soundwave, says Antonoff. And then we developed our own thing, the three of us. You have it or you don't with people. When you have it, it's really magical. When you don't, you go home. The trio spent years toiling on what Soundwaves estimates somewhere to be 80 and 100 songs. Now, with that being said, 80 to 100 songs. Do y'all think that we'll actually get another full project? Do y'all think we'll get bits and pieces? Like, to me personally, I don't really think Kendrick is going to give you throwaways. Unless they're not throwaways. But I could see 100 songs and picking 15 and being like, that's the cream of the crop. Like, if you had 30 songs just ready, like, and then you got to think about how relevant each song is, unless it's just a timeless track, how relevant it is to the time if he just gonna go with another 15 to 20 from the 100 that we got to throw away, from the throwaways. So I don't know if he gonna give us throwaways. Shout out to Ms. Hummus for the 5. Let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I've rewatched your Drake diss reactions an unhealthy amount of times. I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you for it. W Ms. Hummus in the chat. We almost hit 100 likes too. I appreciate you guys. They would snag batches of time in the studio and create their own weird little secret society called Recalls Antonoff. Not in pursuit of a specific sound, but seeing where the process took them. The beginning of it was throwing paint at the wall, says Soundwave, and it started to form this massive, funky West groove that we love because Kendrick and I are from Compton, and in that, I started to realize the people who we should bring in to push even further, like Mustards, the Jacks. I was very fortunate to have these friends who are very talented to push it to the next level. And that's the thing. Hey, yo, shout out Glowy. For the $20 donation, gang, thank you. I appreciate you, fam. He says, the Drake lawsuit deprived us of any info on GNX. Kendrick's been tight-lipped because of it, I think. That's a good take. That's a good take. I think it took time for everything to kind of like dissolve a little bit. for you to then get some of the behind. We don't know anything. Like I have to think there's a documentary in play. Do y'all think there's a documentary in play? I have to think that there's some sort of documentary in play where we get to see full behind the scenes. That would be its own GNX the movie, nigga. GNX the movie? Come on, bro. Y'all, who buying a ticket to go see GNX the movie? Who buying a ticket to go see GNX the movie? I need to see something in the chat. Who buying tickets to go see GNX the movie? I need to see I need to see it in the chat. Listen, the thing is, even if you don't care for bro, even if you don't care for Dot, you probably want to go and see how did this nigga do this? How did he do what he did? Right? I'm there. Facts. All right. Shout out to my dog J Tom for the 2 gang. I appreciate you. He says, I think he'll make another Untitled Unmastered. Ooh, we could do that too. Shout out to J Tom for the 2. Thank you, man. Miss G for the 10. Listening while working. Always appreciate your commentary.
My crew.
Thank you so much. And I love you for that. Thank you. Miss Hummus with the 5. Meet the Grams was the funniest. You was bugging out for real. Enjoy my anniversary trip to Chicago. By the way, your city is dope. I hope you got a chance to check out some of those places that I gave you. I hope you got a chance to check any of them out. Any of them would have been great. But that takes me to this, right? So we were talking about them being together in the studio and working together. It's got to be really dope to have maybe not necessarily like-minded people in the studio, but people who are equally talented. And you guys can bounce ideas off each other, or they can say, yo, you know what? I never really work with anything like that. That's kind of fire. Let's add this. And I think that's why you end up getting these really dope projects, because it's not all people that just make the same type of sound. Like Mustard and Soundwave, okay, but like Mustard has a sound, right? They all sound unique in a sense. Along with Not Like Us, which dropped at the height of Lamar's contretemps. Whoa, I've never even heard of this word, bro. I'm using this. Contretemps. With Drake, 2 songs on GNX, Luther, featuring SZA, and TV Off, featuring Lefty Gunplay, became the biggest hits this year, according to Luminate. Not Like Us set the stage for the shape of the album, released to the surprise of Mustard after he'd been sending Lamar beats for years. I knew I couldn't send Kendrick normal beats, Mustard says. His instrumental that became the backbone for Lamar's Hey Now, for instance, had been passed over by Quavo and YG. Now, I could have heard YG on Hey Now for sure. Definitely could hear that. Black Alpha here? Black Alpha, what up? Shout out my dog.
My crew.
The Black Alpha in the building, man. Make sure y'all go check him out too. I could definitely see YG on that. Ty Dolla $ign cut an unreleased song over the beat. I was sending Kendrick all types of ish. Anything that I thought sounded like something that I've never made before, that's what I was going for, because Kendrick is different. Amid the swaths of ideas that Mustard would text Lamar directly were 2 instrumentals later combined to make TV Off, which went viral on the back of Lamar screaming Mustard's name at the beat switch. Mustard recalls creating the first half of the song in the same month that he produced Not Like Us. That's gotta be crazy, bro. But then also, you gotta think that he made those beats in the same month. Now, if you give that to another artist, maybe he doesn't do what Kendrick does to it, right? So that's why it's a good marriage, man. Like, I really do think that it's a good marriage. I definitely think you have to look at the artist who's putting lyrics on it. But then also you got to realize that I think that was just made specifically for him. Feel me? As with Not Like Us, he heard the completed TV Off for the first time with the rest of the world. I never asked Jack or Wave who put those 2 beats together, or Kendrick, he says. Soundwave says it was Lamar's idea. I care, but I don't care. That's got to be insane too, to send somebody beats and then just hear your shit on the radio going crazy. Just hear it on the radio going crazy, bro. Oh, it's because this screen is white. But it's got to be crazy to just do that and then, end up having these hits that you didn't really, you sent them off really not knowing what they was going to be. Kendrick probably screamed Mustard as soon as he heard it. Man, bro. And then you got to think, if Mustard didn't hear it when we heard it, what do you think he was doing when he heard that nigga say, Mustard? Bro, I would have been going insane. I'd have been doing backflips and shit. The GNX magic happened in the studios where Lamar, Antonoff, and Soundwave collaborated, particularly for Luther, one of the biggest hits of 2025. The record is built around a sample of Luther Vandross and Cheryl Lynn's 1982 rendition of If This World Were Mine, a song that Lamar and Soundwave had wanted to flip since 2017's Damn. They've been wanting to flip this song since 2017, bro. Talk about sticking with an idea. Talk about writing shit down and going back to it. God. Luther came together as something of a groupthink exercise. Producer Rosalila, hopefully I'm saying that right, sent the pack of beats, mine for a kick in the snare. Soundwave topped up the sample. M-Tech replayed the chords on the piano. Ink came up with the melodies for SZA's part. It was a spiritual experience. It was a spiritual experience, says Soundwave, because of how everybody just fell in. Everything we added was just like the perfect missing piece to that record. Antonoff, for his part, densely laid in bits of guitar and mellotron to build out the world of Luther. If you really listen to the record, obviously Kendrick and SZA are right there, and the beat is right there, and the melody, he says, but there's all this stuff dancing around, like in between them. I wanted to go overboard with the presentation of how special it could be. I ended up sitting alone for a really long time and carving out all the little spaces. I think that's so fire, man. That's one of the pieces I really just love about music, is how you could just lose yourself in it. And if you're really good at making music and you have time and you're working with other great artists, bro, there has to be no better feeling in music to be able to just let go and make something incredible. The meticulous nature of GNX only intensified as the record sped towards completion. Antonoff recalls working on the final mixes as late as 4 a.m, just hours before the album's release. So he said he was working on this at 4 a.m, hours before the album released. Bruh. Its impact was instantly tangible. Luther held court atop the Billboard Hot 100 for 13 weeks, while Not Like Us picked up Grammys for Song and Record of the Year. But for the producers who helped bring GNX to life, it signified that taking risks sonically and creatively was the only path forward. It basically shows that there's no boundary, says Soundwave. We hate to just keep doing the same thing over and over. It's something we kind of thrive off of, just reinventing yourself, doing stuff that makes it exciting, do stuff that makes it exciting, and the people who support you will be excited with you. I kid you not, yesterday there was a 60-year-old woman driving down the street rapping a GNX song word for word. Just to see that my home is still playing it as if it just came out, that's special. Yo, that's super fire, man. That is extremely fire, man. But I guess the question is, do y'all think that there's new music on the way? My answer to that would be, I definitely think there's new music on the way. Like, I think 2026 is going to be a good year for music. I think Kendrick will be dropping more, but if he had 80 to 100 songs, I guarantee you we getting something here soon. Maybe like the first quarter 2026, I think we getting something. I definitely think we getting something. I think a lot of artists will probably be taking 2026 as the year to maybe pop out, since 2024 and 2025 were heavily Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that we're going to get some artists that are going to be popping out 2026. Like, this is my time to finally step up. I think he's waiting to step on Iceman. He could, but I don't, again, like, you know, one of the things that somebody said that I did think was true too, was I don't necessarily know if his entire thing is gonna be just stepping on Drake. Feel me? Right? Like I don't know if that's gonna be his career going forward. Is anytime he do something, I'm gonna do something. At some point, I think they're gonna want to separate. Like I know Drake already wants to separate, and I don't think Kendrick is trying to, but you know what I'm saying? I think that people around Dot been posting too many subliminal messages that he will. Yeah, people. I've been seeing that too. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. All right, we lagging a little bit. My bad. Why we getting encoder overload? Okay. Just a little bit. I think he's over Drake. Cole is up next. Yeah, I think he over Drake at this point. I think it might be over Drake. All right. Next topic. Okay, so Kendrick went over there to Australia, gang. Kendrick went over there to Australia. All right. And it looks like he did a crazy show. Like I haven't been following it as much. Like I used to follow it like crazy with all of the different shows and everything. But it looked like he went crazy. Let's see. Shout out to Marcus. Who is it? Marcus at Work Media. Shout out to him for putting this together too. If you guys haven't done it already, make sure y'all go ahead and go over to his channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see what they're talking about over here in Australia.
Drop. Psst. I see that.
And they going crazy over there.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So K. Dot has touched down in Australia. Melbourne, what up?
Bro, worldwide, bro. Worldwide. Bet it wasn't no signs asking for no damn money. Where the signs at? Wait, where the signs at? Pay my bills. Pay my bills. Buy my engagement ring. My mom needs this. Where the signs at? I don't see them. Vicky, what up?
So they have been excited, waiting for K. Dot to finally come to Australia, and he has done his first night on the 3rd. So let's recap to see how well it went.
Facts. Hey, they said stop playing. Hold up. They said stop playing with Kendrick, talking about he don't have no fans overseas. This is Kendrick Lamar we're talking about here, damn it. Kendrick Lamar. He looked rested too. Hey, bro, this show, look at the stands, look at the lights everywhere. You see this? You see this? You see this? Everywhere.
Now, obviously,
right,
he
bro,
had to do Money Trees. It is a crowd favorite. He did that and killed it, and they knew every word. Now, on this show, he had Schoolboy Q. Came out, did
and that's the other thing, though. It'd be like, give me a Kendrick Lamar bar or name a Kendrick Lamar. So, come on, bro. Everywhere. And we tired of trying to just say, like, bro, it's not about being a bot. And I think that's the first thing they go to is y'all K-bots. It's like, bro, no. Like, I like other artists too, fam. It's just y'all be trying to make it seem like niggas don't know him. Shout out to Renee. I appreciate you for the $1 donation. What up? Where you been? What is up? Shout out to Renee for the $1 donation. I appreciate you. W Renee in the chat.
Set, man, got the crowd warmed up. He had some nice visuals going along, man. Check this shit out.
Schoolboy Q in the building too?
Hey, let's go.
I wonder if they know Schoolboy. Oh. They do, look. Hey, they going crazy. Oh, they going crazy.
And of course, you can't have the GNX tour without the GNX car. It is one of the most traveled vehicles all over the world.
Now, if y'all know this, bro, I told y'all this from day one. That is my wife's dream car. That has been my wife's dream car since I met her. That actually, the story is her dad is a mechanic and used to race cars. Said my dad was in, bro, what was the car? She's gonna kill me if I don't know the name of this damn car. What was he driving? RX-7. He's driving an RX-7. A GNX pulls up next to him, giving him the signal like, you trying to race. She said, now my dad had one of the fastest cars that I knew of. He had one of the fastest cars. She said, that's the only car that ever beat my dad's car. I gotta have it. Listen, we gotta get to like 1 million so I could buy my wife a GNX. I gotta buy her a GNX. I gotta get her a GNX now. Like, I have to at this point. And she like, bro, it kills me that nobody, not that, I won't say nobody, because there are car enthusiasts out there and there's people who were definitely new with a GNX. But she's like, the amount of people who are talking about GNXs now that didn't even care about the car. She's like, bro, give me the one with the GNX motor in it, like the whole you dig.
Flies first class everywhere it goes. Now, he couldn't leave off some of the classic songs from Good Kid,
Yeah, right.
Mad City.
Hurry up, it's no jump with society. Travesty, first one to get you to see. Light skin, nigga with his face blown out. Hey, at the same burgers, they were dancing out. Hey, this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it. But ever since that day, I was looking at him different. That was back when I was done. Joey Pecker done.
That rendition is crazy.
What I so okay, got a Benjamin and a Jackson out of my house.
Like I'm so okay.
Now, what's the capacity of the stadium over there, man? That look like a huge stadium. What's the size and what's the capacity? According to this, the stadium holds about 32 to 33,000 attendees for concerts, which is not bad numbers at all. No. Meanwhile, Drizzy was having trouble with that 10K. All in all, another successful
Marcus. Shit, I see the shade, nigga. Meanwhile, Drizzy was having trouble with that 10K. I see the shade. Hey, bro, I need to be able to control the lights here so I can turn the lights down when I hear shade.
Our venue for the GNX tour, first night in Australia, was a hit. Got a few more to go, and it will be sold out as well.
What shoes he wearing? Oh, he got waves. Them 12s? This nigga. I ain't seen him wear Jordans on stage.
We say,
Oh my God, they going crazy, bro. Alright, bro, stop. Alright, bro, stop. Okay? That's the Australia show and they went crazy, bro. He still got a couple more too? Come on, bro.
Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus at Work Media, and I'm out this bitch.
Hey, shout out to the homie Marcus at Work Media, man, for putting that together, dog. That was nice. It was nice to see that show over there in Australia, man. Do we have any Australians in here? Bro, that shit looked crazy. Word for word, phones up, ain't not an empty seat in there. It's insane. Do we got anybody from Australia in the chat? She deserves it. Oh, I know, man. I'm gonna try to get it, bro. I'm gonna try to get it, man. I just don't know. Listen, that shit, it's steep, bro. I'm trying to make it happen, but we gonna pray on it. We gonna pray on it. All right. Next video, man. Next video. We gonna get into it. All right, so 21. What's 21 at? Straight up. Savage. We got 21, bro. He said, 21 spoke on the Drake beef, right? 21 Savage reveals his stance on the rap beef when asked about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Now, here's the thing, though. Like, I don't really be knowing all the time if they gonna give 100% of their, like, true opinion on it or nothing like that. Like, I feel like they still be trying to, like, hold on to, like, relationships or not step on any toes or anything. Like, not to say that they scared, because I don't think he's scared, but I definitely think he's cautious about maybe how he responds or how he talks, right? So in a resurfaced interview, 21 Savage was asked whether or not he thinks Drake and Kendrick Lamar could ever squash their beef. There's been plenty of chatter about the rap beef in the recent years, according to 21 Savage. However, he simply refuses to partake. During a resurfaced appearance on a traditional talk in June, the UK-born performer, they wild for that. The UK-born performer was asked what he thought about the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, prompting him to reveal his stance. All right, so let's see this video. Why my notes popping up, man? I don't want to see the notes. He said that ninja scared.
Everybody deals with rap beef differently, right? Everybody got their own way of dealing with it. What do you think about all the rap beef that's going on right now? What do you think about what's going on with Kendrick and Drake? Do you think that is it to the point of no return, or do you think people could squash all that shit and it's just for publicity?
P5.
I don't know. I don't really believe in rap beef. I don't know. I don't really believe in rap beef.
I don't believe in rap beef. Okay. Maybe he's talking about street shit.
I don't know. I don't really believe in rap beef. Like, I'm not a, I don't come from that world though. Like, I feel like it depends, like, what world you come from. Like, if you come from like your book bag used to have like raps in it and shit, then cool. I feel like those type of people, like, that's like their world. Like, that's what they do. But I don't come from that world, so I don't believe in rap beef. If you say certain shit about me in the song, I'ma slap the fuck out you when I see you.
I mean, and the thing is, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he lying about that. Right? Because I think personally, that's how I feel too. Just as a man, as a person, like, you ain't got to be gangster. You ain't got to be street. Certain things I'm cool with. But if you say something crazy about me, I'm going to just have to see you. Right? I'm going to have to see you. And I think I've gotten to the point where I feel like I could talk through most of my problems if I have issues. Like, I feel like I'm not quick to go to hands first. But it's been times where I'm like, okay, I got to see you. Right? We got to figure this out. I do think there's a difference. I know there's a difference between rap beef and real and actual beef. Like, I don't like you. The crazy part is, I think within the difference between the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, in my opinion, I think there was a little bit of both. I think there was a little bit of, not a little bit. There's a lot of bit of, I don't like you, nigga. Like, period. I don't like you. I don't like nothing about you. Everything about you makes me sick, right? There's a little bit of that. And then there's also the other part where, nigga, you not better than me at nothing, and I'm going to show you on the mic you not better than me, period. So when there is the mixture of the dude who got the raps in his backpack, but he also is like, I'll fight you too, where does that leave you? Right? He said, nah, he full of it. All these rappers now not even into the foundation of competition. That's another part too. That's another part. Like, if a dude gets if a dude gets on wax and just says I'm better than you at rapping, and you immediately jump to guns, that's corny to me. If they be like, bro, you suck at rapping, I'm better than you, you jump to guns, that's corny. If the dude says I'm better than you at rapping and you immediately go to, well, I got more money than you, that's corny. So basically he's taking himself out of I'm not going to beef with you, which is totally fine because he doesn't consider himself to be one of the best rappers of best rappers ever, right? He doesn't consider to be one of the best. He doesn't consider himself to be one of the best rappers. He doesn't really come from the whole competitive nature of rap. I think what that does is let you know exactly where he stands, right? Shout out to Miss Hummus for the 5. What's up? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's proof that they are not from that. They're not from the culture when it comes to that. That's BS. Competition is the essence of hip hop. Real hip hop is a sport. Facts. And I agree. But I also think there is a switch. I definitely think there's a switch. I don't think it should be the end all be all. Like, you shouldn't just go straight to wanting to slap niggas because they said something about you, especially if it was, yo, 21, you rap like this. Why you rap like that? 21. All right, I'm slapping you. Like, what? Rap, nigga. That's what we do. But if he said something crazy about you, then it's like, all right, man, I got to pull up. I got to talk to you. Like, I got to see you. Because most of them are just rappers and not hip hop artists. Rappers who say they are not into competition rap is because they know they can't compete. Perfect summation. I agree 1,000%. All right, let's go.
Oh my God.
You're going to have to stand on that shit when you see me. Like, I don't really believe you. If you say certain shit about me in the song, I'm going to slap the fuck out you when I see you.
But that's the other thing though too, man. Like, I think a lot of artists, and that's, I won't say that specifically about 21. I don't know him, but I think you get this sense of security because you know that you are protected in a sense. Like, you're not just a regular dude anymore. Like, you're a man, 1-to-1, we're men. But you're not a regular dude because if I come talking to you crazy, your security, your entourage, your people, they gonna probably try to get me up out of there before I even get to you. So if you talking about I'm gonna come see you and I'm gonna slap you, are you saying that you just gonna slap a person, he ain't gonna do nothing back, or what? Like, and again, that's 21. I don't know him, right? I don't know him. I know what I've heard, but just as a man, personally, I'm not gonna let nobody just walk up to me and slap me, bro. Like, period. Anybody. I don't care if you 7 feet tall, nigga. I guess we gonna fight, and that's it, right?
Oh my God.
You're gonna have to stand on that shit when you see me. Like, I don't really believe in like certain shit. That's just me though. But I be watching battle rap and like dudes will be on stage and a dude will be like, yeah, I'll slap your daughter, woo woo, and they be taking it. They be standing right there like just taking it. So it's like if you sign up for that, then you gotta, you know.
Yeah, and in those cases, I get what he's saying because people saying the craziest, but you do sign up for that and you know it's a sport. You know, what up, Burr? You know it's a sport. You know why we're here. You know what I'm saying? It's like signing a waiver. Like, anything you say to me, I know is in the sport. I don't take none of that seriously, right? Like, you know that. But if you're going to take it seriously, then you should not be here, period. I was just about to say, 21 is the same one who chooses to handle his beefs with violence, but be mad because Kendrick walked down a friend and do it with more class, right? What up, Rain? I'm older. Whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Is that too ancient for y'all young bucks? No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not at all. But I think sometimes what happens is, people try to they intentionally try to get an emotional or negative reaction out of you, and then be trying to record it. And then be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't have to do anything. But certain things sometimes are just disrespectful, bro. Like, I'm not for being disrespected or disrespecting anyone in period. I'm not for that at all. I don't believe in disrespecting people that have done nothing to me or anything like that. Like, and I'm all for verbal warfare too. I'm also comforted where I feel like if sometimes people just settle it with the hands, bro. Like, I know it's not the most emotionally intelligent thing to do. Like, I get that. I know I think there's a time and place for hands. There's a time and place for just talking it out. Like, I get it. Like, I'm aware. I'm totally aware. Miss Hummus for the 10. That's my point. They're not of the culture. They're soft and don't have skills to compete on wax. These niggas soft. They all know Dot will destroy them on wax and in real life. Them streets. He gotta know when to hold, know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away. Hey, yo, that's so funny. Yeah, that's so true.
I don't want no rap beef.
That's real.
Yeah, I be chilling.
You never count
So,
your money while you're sitting at the I'm about to go put that on in the car. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to go. I found this in the Drizzy subreddit too. What they say? I'm about to go put that on in the car. Bro got to interview 21 and can only ask about Kendrick or Drake. Interview is stupid. Another way of saying F nah. 21 is so funny with the monotone delivery. Asking 21 about Kendrick Lamar, how the hell would he know? He a real one. MF's running around talking about, oh, it's a rap beef. There was a battle. Not real. This and that. And the third, and this and that, and the third. This is him saying, nah, that's not how we rock. Basically, also with Cardi B, we got beef to ever type shit. What? Forever. So he basically saying, now we stand on business. It's no going back. It's a beyond rap beef and a battle. What? My brain. Oh. My brain hurt trying to read that shit. What? All right, man. On to the next topic, bro. My brain hurt trying to read that. All right, man. Have y'all heard about this thing called rap fatigue? You say something about me, now you want to go. Now you want to go to prison for the rest of your life. You don't have no slick word to say to that. Buy them some pads. Facts. I got them downstairs. I got gloves, pads, boxing gloves. We got headgear. Nigga, come on. Let's do it. Y'all got rap fatigue? No child left behind. What up, later? What up? Well, my head hurt. All right, they saying people got rap fatigue. I got thoughts on this whole rap fatigue thing, but I think let's just get into the video. I got thoughts, but I don't see how you could be of the culture and love hip hop and be like, I got rap. Well, I guess you could be tired of some of these rappers, but let me just get into the video. I'm too much.
Reporting live from Rappers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm Janava. For the first time since 1990, no rap or hip hop artist will be featured in the Billboard Top 40
No
at
rap
the end of this
fatigue
October.
here. Let me know in the chat.
The genre, once known for its anthems and viral music videos, looks to be disconnecting from the audience it was supposed to represent. The youth and those in the
Looks to be disconnecting from the artist it's supposed to represent. Wait,
40 at the end of this October. The genre, once known for its anthems and viral music videos, looks to be disconnecting from the audience it was supposed to represent, the youth and those in the inner cities. This surprising update on rap's failure to make this list in 35 years would spark debates across the country.
I mean, but bro, I feel like I get this. Like, I get what they saying, but this ain't the only problem. Like, I do think that they be trying to put it all off on, like, Ice Spice. I get it. It's not just her. Like, it's not just her.
So why is rap currently falling off? After the news was circulated, it appears that many rap fans would air out their reasons why some are experiencing rap fatigue. From there not being enough rap stars, lack of creativity, to other genres getting more push, and even
not being enough rap stars and not enough creativity.
even the fact that many
I got thoughts.
rappers have gone independent to avoid predatory deals, thus making it harder for them to appear on radio and other necessary placements to break songs across the country. According to Billboard, the highest ranking song at the time of the streak ending was Young Boy Never Broke Again's Shot Callin' at number 44, despite artists like Cardi B releasing an album and even a couple singles from Drake. Now, in response, several black listeners would open up about their issues with today's rap.
But the crazy part, bro, I'm gonna say this too. Like, just off of this right here, this generation makes the worst music of all time. Y'all make the dumbest shit ever popular, and I blank y'all so much. This is the same thing that my grandmother used to say to me, bro. Why do you listen to this garbage? Why do you listen to this nonsense? It's the same thing though. But I try to say like, y'all think that y'all are the first people to think the music that the younger generation listens to is ass. The old heads been saying that since like the damn 60s, bro. Like, you thought a hip, a hop, a hippie to the hippie hip hop, but you don't stop. The rocket to the bang bang boogie to You think them niggas was like, this is the greatest thing? They still listening to Frankie Lyman. They still doo-wopping. Y'all trying to hip, hop, or hip. They didn't like that neither. So it's like, at some point, it becomes just willingly unaccepting something. Like, I'm not the most acceptant to all the music, but I'm not finna, bro, my grandmother hated the fact that I was listening to Lil Wayne. She hated it. And then every damn song that came on, she would say, you know, that's just such and such song. And then put the damn song on for me, and I'd be like, damn, you right. Like, what? She'd be like, that ain't nothing but this song. And they just sped it up. And I'd be like, you lying. She'd be like, yeah, listen. I'd be like, damn, you right. Now I catch myself doing the same thing for my damn son.
And their fatigue.
It's a cycle.
Best. Got it, don't need no rest. Bow, get a host of rest.
She was a fairy.
Wait, what?
Got it, don't need no rest. Bow, get a host of rest.
She was a fairy. Yeah. She was a fairy. Yeah. She was a fairy. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm in the field, nigga, call me Indiana Jones. Feel like Soldier Boy today, so kiss me through the phone.
Yeah, pussy so good it'll have him doing ad-libs. He can't even speak.
All right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Look, bro. I can't. Oh, that shit, come on. I'll be like, oh, I'm dying inside. All right, okay. I agree a little bit, but I'm not fatigued. I just won't listen to that shit.
Rap is an art form. You are supposed to be saying something. When I hear y'all music, y'all don't be saying nothing.
Facts.
Cause y'all dropping name brands and I got more than you and who
Facts.
rocking coach and shit. You think you saying something, but you ain't really saying shit.
Facts.
Rap is an art form derived from storytelling
Facts.
and poetry. If you can't tell a story, baby, you can't rap.
Listen to these rappers.
All right. The thing about it is, bro, I feel like there's a certain subgenre. There's different subgenres. And I feel like if you keep just going to the same, like if you just keep going to McDonald's and expecting to get a damn gourmet steak burger, like stop going to McDonald's looking for that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not finna go to McDonald's and expect that I'm finna walk out with a non 3,000 calorie cancerous meal. Like that's not what I'm not going there for that. So if you are going to listen to, if you're going to listen to the people you talking about that only drop name brands and how much they got and I got more than you already doing yourself a disservice. You're in the wrong place. What up, Classy? For the 5, Miss Hummus. Thank you. Hip hop is coming home and they can't deal. G Malone has me on one today. Come on, bro. Like, stop going there expecting that. That's what I'm saying. You can't go to that artist and then think he was gonna drop he was gonna give you a philosophical message. He was gonna tell you about his life. No. And then sometimes they do tell you about their life. Like, I forgot who it was. I think it might have been Polo G. Polo G got a song that I really like that tells me about his life. The other stuff that he was doing, I was like, bro, I'm just not here for that. But he got one song that he really kind of dive in, talking about his mother, how he thought she hated him, and his sister, and how he wants to do it for him, and some of the friends that he's lost. And I'm like, okay, I can, even YB got some songs like that where it's like, okay, I think it's Lonely Child. I'm like, yo, these are some of the songs that I could really rock with because they telling a story. So I think it can be done. I just think that they see success from dumbing shit down and say, I'm not gonna give y'all this introspective look every time.
They are extremely articulate.
Let God sort them out.
Very intelligent. Rappers today are illiterate. They can barely talk. Lil Baby gets on the mic. He sounds like he got a taste of the tism.
It's so long ago, you know what I'm saying? But I remember that, Jay, because that was my first time. But after that, it's just been...
How do you make it?
But the thing is, and some of that, man, like, I agree partially with some of that too. Like, I agree. But again, bro, you talking about, like, some of y'all are from the South. Some of y'all are from the South. Do y'all know anybody that speaks that way? Or have heard anybody that speaks that? Like, I know there's proper English, and then there's some people who go like, bro, that's just where I'm from. That's how they talk where we from. But I won't say it don't. The thing my problem with him is that he always sounds the same on everything. P-pop for the 5. These people have pop art fatigue. Nothing to do with hip hop. 50-year-old raised on country music say the same ish about today's country. Thank you. It's not just rap, bro. It almost becomes like an age thing where they kind of like aging themselves a little bit too, right?
Through your rap. I mean, he sounds like he can barely read his own raps. That's why they mumble everything. They can barely talk.
Y'all have been mistreating, misusing, and abusing hip-hop for decades now. It's become a matter of capitalistic gain and not uplifting communities. Go back to the analog days, right? The days where your disconnection from technology tapped into source in a deeper way. Let's go back to that. So I'm okay with hip-hop not being in the top 40 because it's bigger than that.
Ooh. Now I rock with that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay because that means that garbage that people are saying is like, it has a place. It has a place. It may not be the place. It has a place. But it shouldn't be the shit that should be top 40, bro. Like, we shouldn't be we shouldn't be raising that up. Like, come on, bro. Let it have its place. Like, you need to be able to go get some Taco Bell every now and again. You need to be able to go hit up Wendy's every now and again. But you shouldn't be doing that shit every day. Like, you should be cooking at home, right? AKA, you have all of these other artists who have dropped amazing projects. And not even the bigger artists, man. Like, we know what Clips did. We know what Kendrick did. We know what Tyler has done. We know what Jid done. But there's a lot of other artists out there who are doing really good music. It's just not the music that gets seen like that.
According to hip-hop commentator Ray Daniels, rappers are trying to be viral and only become rich instead of making a hit song.
My bad.
The music business, we don't have a rap song in the top 40 for the first time in 35 years. That's because, in my opinion, every artist started chasing clout and virality rather than chasing hits.
Because the clout and the virality got them paid quickly. If they had a song that was trending on TikTok, they was getting paid like this. If they was getting spins, they was booking shows like this. That's why chasing hits means I gotta sit down and I gotta think, not just make something catchy I'm doing this. Not just make something catchy that's gonna be on TikTok that's gonna make them, whatever they do with their hands.
Clout and virality is just pulling your phone out, doing something goofy, hoping that it gets you viral and hot for a few minutes. That's a few minutes.
See?
A hit lasts forever.
Yup.
Ice Cube is still performing records from the 80s and the 90s right now. Those wasn't clout moments, though.
Bro, that's a great point. Like, do you think that the viral song on TikTok, you think in 20 years they're gonna be able to perform that at a show somewhere? Hell no. They ain't even gonna remember it.
Those were hits. These new check riders don't know the difference between right or wrong. They just signing anything and everything moving and saying, oh, he knows what he's doing. He's a hot kid. This is the music business. It's going to always be about making a hit record. The best record you can make. We got away from that.
Yeah.
And now we don't have a record in the top anything, but y'all niggas is rich.
I'm finna say, but you got to think, and I always attribute it to food because everything is faster, quicker, fast casual. Everything is quicker, bro. Everything is faster. How much faster can I get it? If I can sign this dude who already has a buzz and he doing TikTok, he TikTok famous or whatever, he don't even know he getting effed on this deal too. Like he gonna owe me and I'm gonna get all of that. It's a whole mess. But again, to the fatigue part of this video, I don't think there should be any sort of fatigue. You have to stop looking in the same sources for your music. If you keep going back to the same music, then of course, if you keep going back to the same spaces expecting something different, that's your fault.
Everybody rich. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts.
This Hype Plus commercial break is sponsored.
You don't have. Let me get
They want rap to be less relevant. A lot of people behind the scenes, they want rap to be less relevant. They want rap to not be the biggest, most influential art form in music. But let some cute little somebody artist that might be related to somebody come up. She's going to get all the resources when they can put this headline out like this and not support it with the actual news and why our artists have been eliminated from it.
Now, the following...
I need to understand that. I feel like he said some things, but...
A lot of people behind the scenes, they want rap to be less relevant. They want rap to not be the biggest, most influential...
Okay, so he's saying people want rap to be less relevant, which is why you would let an artist like Ice Spice or, you know what I'm saying, some of these other artists who don't necessarily embody the culture. I mean, I could see that, but my only gripe with that would be there's so much money to be made. If you're looking at it from a business standpoint, there's so much money to be made off the back of hip hop. Why would you want to lessen its value? That's stepping on your own product. Why would you not? If you own it all, why would you want it to be less valuable? You think people gonna start dressing like globally like country musicians or something like that? Like, and that's no shade because I know that's a thing, but we know hip hop is everywhere. The style, the swag, everything about it is everywhere.
Art form in music, but let some cute little somebody artist that might be related to somebody come up. She's going to get all the resources when they can put this headline out like this and not support it with the actual news and why our artists have been eliminated from it.
Now, the following week after the report of no rap songs appearing on the top 40, Billboard would report rap would make a return back to the top 40 again with Megan Thee Stallion's song Lover Girl. From the looks of the current list, artists like Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Leon Thomas, Kehlani, and K-pop fantasy group Soda Pop are amongst top artists and songs. So what happens to rap? So many of the artists, to Daniel's point, appear to be focused on other things outside of releasing good music, thanks to reality shows, brand deals, the decline of hip-hop record labels, and even hip-hop moguls like Diddy and Russell Simmons Men who helped represent and put on for the genre are now battling their own troubles. Hip hop is hurting, and being the once unified front it was. And not to mention, BET would indefinitely suspend their annual hip hop awards this year. According to NPR, apparently the show's TV ratings had been on the decline. The year after celebrating hip hop's golden anniversary in 2023, the show's annual viewership fell off a steep cliff, down nearly 50% in 2024. Now, this recent decline of rap appears to not only have been noticed by black listeners, but even a few bigots online would celebrate its decline, as rap is supposed to be
rap fatigue, S music from no talent thugs, way past time for rap to die. Yeah, that's some of the most bigoted bullshit I ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. But come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. And then and now that I'm thinking about it, I might even change the title of this video, because I don't want nobody to even think that rap fatigue is a thing, because it's not. Like, you could get fatigued of listening to any genre of music that is not giving you everything from the core, right? Like, if it's not giving you everything and it's just giving you the nastiest, dirtiest, worst parts of it, then of course, right?
a form of representation of black culture.
What happened?
One
Ice Spice got the pretty pass. Did she?
user on X would write in response to rap songs not being in the top 40, rap fatigue, shit music
fatigue.
for
What up,
no
Patrice?
talent thugs, way past time for rap to die. Now, some races would further the conversation and connect that black fatigue, which is supposed to be a feeling of some being tired of black people, mainly from the negative images of black people that they have been programmed into thinking represents the culture, is another reason why hip hop is falling off, as it has been long known that a large part of white America would become fans of rap, due to its ability to give a look into black culture. From a global level, hip-hop still influences a large part of the population, as many across the globe continue to emulate rappers in the States and their style. So hip-hop is not disappearing, but clearly could be much better compared to its golden era. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Why do you think listeners are experiencing rap fatigue, and what do you specifically...
Yeah, I listen, the thing is, I don't think listening, I think that the title of it or the label of it, I think is a little bit misleading. I don't really necessarily know if there's a true rap fatigue. I think there's a certain part of the music that got overly glamorized, and now it's almost like that's what people are associating hip hop with. That's not that. That's something completely different. Not completely different. That's another room in the house. If you don't want to go in that room, don't go in that room. It's cool. This room right here is thriving, and we love it over here. Over there, I get it, but that's not even the most popular room, in my opinion. So let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. Shout out to JK with the 5. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you. Because the problem is the measurement. Hip hop wasn't created just to make money and top charts. We didn't expect to be on them and didn't follow them. That's another story. Like, they putting you there, but it's like, yo, we wasn't even ever making nothing to be there. We just wanted to tell you what it was like back home on a black in the street. That's what we wanted to tell you about. We wanted to tell you about what was going on in my hood, in my house, right? Like, and then I want to tell you how dope I am with putting these words together. I wasn't really talking about trying to be on no charts, but y'all gonna put me there. Right, that's another conversation. I like that. Thank you, man. Miss Hummus with the 10. 20, 30 years ago, before the industry monetized our culture and art, we wouldn't be in this situation. We need gatekeepers again and take our art away from the commercialism and industry. And listen, thank you for that, Miss Hummus. I think that there's so much money littered within the culture. It's like a faucet that won't turn off. It's a faucet that won't turn off, and the people with less attachment or no attachment to the culture will always try to capitalize off of it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Because hip-hop is a cultural lifestyle. Unpaid, unafraid gatekeepers. They did the same thing with disco. Once black people took over and excelled, they made the genre fizzle out, but hip-hop will keep on. Man, this has been great, man. I appreciate y'all. We had a couple of little lags. Nothing crazy, all right? Nothing crazy today. But thank y'all so much. Today is actually my daughter's birthday. I'm going to try to clip up some of these videos before she gets out of school. And then we'll go ahead and get some of these out for the people to not have to sit through a hour and 30-minute long stream. But I love you guys so much for pulling up with me today. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you subscribed today. Thank you for pulling up again if you just haven't seen me in a while. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of the donations. Then let it die commercially. Let's go. Thank you for all of the donations. Thank you to anybody who just hung out with me today, man. I appreciate you. Just be yapping. What up for the 5? I gotta respect the dono. We went from fight the power to fighting each other. Ooh. Shit. It's no coincidence gangster rap coincides with the flooding of drugs and privatization of prisons. Oh, there's so much truth in that. There's so much truth in that. Thank you so much, Jess, for your donation. Yes, today is my daughter's birthday. We'll be picking her up from school. But thank y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow. If it's not live, it'll definitely be through videos. Send me stuff. Remember, you guys can still send me topics, man. Send them over to my Instagram. If you guys have been doing your recaps for the year of YouTube and I'm in them, if I'm not, I understand. But if I am and you're on X, send them over to me on X or tag me on X and I'll repost them. I'm reposting every one of them. I love you guys so much and I'll see y'all in the next one. Flex your mind, my boy. I just saw your video, man. Thank you for reacting to the videos, bro. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.